Picking up Hundor's favorite Baron. Definitely, I think the most accelerated game we've seen was with him on that Baron. Finn to go with it to keep him happy with the Baptiste. That's our second Baptiste this weekend.
Baptiste, not super successful so far. I don't think they performed very well. But this is coming out from Team SLY, so I don't know, it could be good. It could be hit or miss.
I think it was Singapore yesterday that ran the Baptiste. It was either Singapore or Japan ran the Baptiste yesterday. Did not work out. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Japan. It was not their normal comp. They kind of tried to make him into a little bit more of a utility CC bot. Didn't end up working. Ended up being a little bit lighter on their crystal power. But we'll have to see what Germany can do with it. Instead, Jewel and Fortress, I believe, finished off for the Qs here on Tribe. Jewel Hammy has a little bit of retribution to make up for. Yesterday, we did not see Hammy perform very well on Jewel at all.
No, not at all. He did some suicide rocket leaps, but we forgive him for it because he had godly lance plays. Either way, we're here into game one in the series, second series of the day, Tribe Gaming versus Team SLY. Let's go get it, my boy, forecourt jester.
All right, Shauna Stino. Techno JJ will be on that. Samuel and Tyrus should be off in that jungle. Hundor into the AD carry, the weapon carry there with Hundor, and Sneaky with the Baptiste. Again, very curious to see which way it'll go. In the one game we did see it, ended up being cooldowns first, but overall, I mean, if you don't connect with the Baptiste, it could be a little bit difficult to kind of make him a worthy pick.
So he's going top lane with this Baptiste. It looks like he's going to be going weapon power with that. He could be going more utility. And I'm looking at my notes from yesterday's game. China was the one that picked up the Baptiste, and that was in game 3 going up against Tribe.
Right, China versus USA.
Yeah,
okay.
If we see similar trends here, maybe Tribe would be shutting down this Baptiste as well.
Well, what we saw in our last series was a lot of attempted invades. Tribe Gaming not really interested in trying to make anything happen to that. They are just more than content to sit in their own jungle. Same here with Team SLY. And every laner, well, at least the bottom laners are actually there. It does look like Jewel finally going to be hitting that top as Hammy has cleared out his own jungle there as well. So no real big aggression, no big surprises. Everyone's just going to be looking to find their place here in the farming.
Old School getting some chip damage onto Sneaky right there. And Hammy, as this Jewel, once again, a little bit hesitant seeing him on that hero. But you know what? Jewel has got that heroic perk, her forward plating, that allows her to sustain a little bit better during these crazy team fights. Oof. But not if Hammy turns around like that and gets damage to the back. So he's got to be careful not to get a lot of those auto attacks and Scorchers or dashes in from Tyra's to his back, or take a Porcupine Mortar like that.
Well, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to avoid all of the Porcupine mortars there from Hundor, but already, 2.5 minutes in, this turret going down really quick. This is the dream team. Tyras and Hundor have accelerated their matches almost every single time.
Oh, absolutely. And Fortress comes in, marks Tyra's up. He's going down so low, but he's able to troublemaker out of there and gets himself under his turret and to safety.
Yeah, but again, that turret is looking very much worse for wear. Hammy has, healed up a little bit, has that Book of Eulogies, and as long as he is able to hit those last hits, should be fine just to stick around a little bit longer. But still, it's just going to be rinse repeat, right? Rez is going to go through the jungle. You can see the Finn actually putting down Vision in their own jungle there for Team SLY, and the next visit up to this top could actually net them that turret.
Yeah, if you look at the gold right now, virtually dead even 3 minutes into the game right now. Kiana Nakoa, Gabe Vizzle, Chuck in mid lane right now. Techno JJ rotating up. Tyra's going down into his jungle on the southern side of the map right there. And yeah, Techno JJ clearing out that wave a little bit, pushing it up as much as he can.
All right, so Gabe Vizzle will be on the Yates. So it's going to be a Captain Yates, not really offensive. That means T-Tigers is going to be showing us some Crystal on the Wolf. Now, we didn't get to see a lot of Fortress yesterday, but going for some Crystal power there. Old School's that weapon, and we're looking for a fight.
Oh, yeah. Tyrus is actually getting bursted down. Will he be able to get out of there? He does dash away. And then we have Techno JJ raining down those empowered Malice and Verdicts from the backline, discouraging Tribe from further aggressing through the river.
So I'm very interested to see that Hammy is not weapon. He will be Crystal on this Jewel. That's 3 sets of possible Crystal power carries here for Tribe. We'll keep an eye on T-Tigers since he is just kind of wandering around with the jungle right now. We'll have to see what he does build into to help out with the protection for the team there with Gabe Vizzle, but feels very much like what we saw from a lot of the East Asian teams yesterday. A lot of Crystal emphasis.
Yeah, that's very true. Thankfully, it's not 4 Crystal Power carries, right? But that seems to be the meta here in the WESG this weekend for the group stages. And it looks like Keanu Nakoa is getting focused down, caught out. That River Troll is too slow. And we see Old School annihilate him easily with that weapon power Adagio. And this bot lane turret's going pretty low as well. Sneaky absorbing a lot of damage as this Baptiste. He is burning. And it looks like they're still sticking around. They're waiting for a little bit of a gank opportunity with Gabe Vizzle there in the bush. He's got Iron Mandate available, I believe. Oh, sorry, not Iron Mandate. He's got Overwhelm available. Does use the Wolf's Maul, stuns him up. Is he able to get out of there and survive? He gets the barrier from Keanu Nakoa, and he's able to survive on a sliver of health, and so does that turret.
Keanu Nakoa really countering the plays right there. Tribe needed to get that turret because look at this top lane. During all of that, the 2v1 up there with Reza. Reza actually now trying to fend off the CP buff from Tribe Gaming. They really wanted to try to make sure that they could get that extra objective from the bot lane, but they do get blocked from it. So will be a little bit of a lead here for SLY for a little bit.
Yeah, things are looking good for SLY right now, despite the 1 kill going over to Tribe Gaming. 6 minutes in, the jungle shops have been up for a while, and Ghostwing will be landing shortly. We'll be seeing the teams posturing around, getting some vision on Ghostwing, and perhaps even trying to fight it out, catch somebody out of position, rotate over to Ghostwing. We'll definitely see how this next couple minutes turns out.
So Reza was not able to steal the CP buff from Tribe. It actually went over to T-Tigers. We didn't get to see it, but Tigers is the one rocking the blue. So Team SLY has now actually fixed up Techno JJ with their own. And as you said, you know, the Ghostwing is here. And Jewel, Hammy, 35 up top. Baptiste down south has actually held on just a bit better. 45 CS to Sneaky, so just a little bit better for SLY on their off lanes. They still got a turret there too.
Gabe Vizzle getting hurt pretty bad there, about half health, but he's able to rotate away despite getting hit by that polite company from Keanu Nakoa and those other shots from the remaining members of Team SLY. T-Tigers looks like he's working towards that aftershock. Old School getting bursted down by Tyrus right there. Gets himself a really solid barrier. Stuns up Tyrus. Turns around, auto attacks him to death. And Kestrel says, hey, what's up, Tyrus?
And we've decided to look at Hondur up top during all of that. Still has that orbital cannon if he wants to bring it down. There it is. We'll find Old School,
that's
Sean.
That's right. Ion Cannon comes down, destroys Old School. Chrono Driver comes out, is not able to stun anybody else. T-Tigers gets out of there. Special Beam Cannon! The red, big red button is able to destroy that. Man, just destroys Team SLY right there, and even Finn falls as well, that tanky River Troll. Tribe Gaming are looking really strong down here in the bot lane, get themselves 3 kills. And yeah, Chuck cleans up that turret finally and gets himself an objective as well.
Yeah, and that's what Tribe really needed to make happen. Getting the kills was great, but they really needed to make sure that they had that objective under their belt. Hondur did actually go by and look at the CP buff, did not stick around. Chuck is now the one under fire as Old School is now coming to lane with that blue.
Yeah, we've got a push right here from Team SLY. They want to take an objective in return right now. Chrono Driver comes out. Arcane marks are on Team SLY right now. They've got to be careful to watch out for those arcane missiles spreading damage throughout, but it looks like Chuck is forced to rotate back. And for now, they're just going to be content with this this lane that they're pushing up.
First items coming out. Hondur actually, I think, was the first to pick his up. Did the farm, did the rotate, but now Hammy with the Shatter Glass. Chuck just picked up that Spellfire, has the tier 3 boots on top of it. Gabe Vizzle just newly minted his Crucible. Did defeat the Forced Accord coming out from the Finn right there, so SLY is just going to be waiting another 50 seconds on that cooldown. Tigers with the Aftershock. So again, will Tigers go a little bit more aggressive in the building on this one, or will we start seeing some more protective kind of items to come from him to go with the Gabe Vizzle? Because look at Sneaky with the tier 3 boots and a capacitor plate.
Yep, the capacitor plate indeed. That's going to help with the barriers and such, and the sustain he's got in his kit as well. But you know, over here in mid lane, Arcane Mark is being applied with those attacks coming out from Chuck right there. things are, kind of slowing down, just farming up as usual. In about 2.5 minutes, we're going to be having Black Claw come down as well onto the rise. So teams are starting to posture around the pit, and it looks like we do see Hundor actually get caught out a little bit. Big red button doesn't quite do the job, but he gets killed anyway, and oh my goodness. Team SLY is just falling. It is a 1-for-2 trade right there in favor of Tribe Gaming. Techno JJ and the rest of his buddies are rotating south, and it looks like the teams are going to reset for now.
I really thought that Hammy was going to get that kill on top of Hundor, but because he did survive through it, that's why we had to go down, dive a little bit farther there from Tribe. Make sure that they can get those kills 2 for 1, and they get away clean. It's not the worst trades. Does put Tribe ahead, just under 1,000 gold or so. SLY is behind the 8 ball when it comes to the kills, but they are neck and neck with the objectives, so I wouldn't discount them this early game for anything at this point.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They've only got 1 turret taken apiece for both of these teams, Team SLY, Tribe Gaming, and we've got only 1,000 gold lead in favor of Tribe right now. So it's not a huge difference despite the kills, and if anything, these kills that are stacking up for Tribe Gaming could end up netting good bounties for Team SLY. Hundor getting aggressed on a bit. T-Tigers jumped on him, and that Thunderstrike does go wide. Keanu Nakoa coming here for some protection. Ion Cannon comes down to clear out that wave and scare off the members of Tribe, and it looks like T-Tigers is just going to have to rotate back there for a bit. Hammy! He gets out of there with that rocket lead.
I don't want to see him fall into some bad habits that we saw yesterday there, Sean Ostino.
I could just see Hot Sauce like yelling at him from the sidelines, like, get back, what are you doing? Yeah, Gabe Bizzle is probably yelling in his ear right now.
Well, check out this bottom lane.
Yeah, Wolf's Maw tries to catch Sneaky out, but he's able to get out of there. Gets stunned up by the Chrono Driver right there. Throws out those bad mojos. That's some bad juju right there, and looks like what is he doing? He's invading. He's so low on health. Nope, he does not get out of there. T-Tigers takes him out in short work. But Chuck caught out of position, taken out by Tyrus, who's down as well. Destroyed by T-Tigers. That fortress is just so strong. Oh, Hammy with the big red button. Melts down Techno JJ. Oh my goodness. Are they going to get him? Yep, they caught him out of position right there. He's taken out, finished him off. Keanu Nakoa tries to reflex block, but that is a dead river troll in the river. I
love the burst that Fortress is really adding to this. He is going to start tanking up, which is again what he really needs to do. If he went pure attack or a pure, crystal in this case, then it would feel like he just goes down way too early. But look at, like, he just, rinse, repeats, gets the cooldown on the aftershock, jumps in, runs away, gets the cooldown, jumps in, provides that extra damage, provides that extra bleed, and that burst really paying off great here for Tribe. I would really like to know, though, how Sneaky took down Old School by himself. That was a little surprising, because Adagio was the first casualty of that fight.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. He must have locked him in with that Ordain. But look here in mid lane, there's a ton of action going on. Tyriz taking the brunt of the damage right there. Keanu Nakoa had a little bit of protection, a little body blocking right there. T-Tigers throwing out that, Chuck throwing out that Chrono Driver right there. Mm-hmm. But War Treads are activated. Keanu Nakoa goes in, gets a bit of protection for his team, and Tribe doesn't want to fight right now. They're backing off.
Well, they've definitely got some poking done there, but Hundor has come to the lane, has second item, picked up that tension bow, and that, as we know, that hurts quite a bit.
Big red button on the Techno JJ.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A lot of damage right there.
That's with a Frostburn on top of it now, as Hammy has hit second item, or item and a half, whatever you want to call it.
He wants to slow him down.
Tier 3 boots on everyone except Gabe, and no, Hundor has actually upgraded now to Tier 3 as well. Keanu has had the Wargraves for a while. But
War Treads.
Sorry, War Treads, sure. But at the same time, right, we have basically everybody with the Tier 3 boots. Like, mobility is really important to these guys. They've had them as early as 6 minutes in. And it's really going to be kind of a very back and forth, running around kind of game. There's so much mobility now built into both sides. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why we saw that engagement from Keanu Nakoa there when they were trying to aggress, trying to scare away Tribe, trying to catch them out of position. But in mid lane with no, it's such a big space. It's easy for them to just run back to their turrets. Anyway, T-Tigers He's got himself 4.05 right now for his KDA, and that is
9 out of 10.
Yeah, he's 9 out of 10 of the kills right there. He's been there for them or gotten them for himself. And Hammy as well, 4-1 and 2. He's really participating a lot during these team fights, and it's really making a big difference. It's allowing Tribe Gaming to just push the objectives. Team SLY is down 1 turret so far, and we've got about 2,000 gold lead for Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, Tribe did actually just take another turret just a moment ago. Hammy is not here, but neither is Hundor. So this is actually a 4v4, and you see Keanu melting.
Yeah, he is just melting. Seraphic Flare comes out, finished off by an auto attack from Chuck. And now they're focusing. Hammy melts Techno JJ, who is running away on the back line right there. Tyra's throwing out some of those, his nether form detonator, and throwing out some of his Scorchers, but he's not able to do very much from the back line there. He was just too low on health. And Ghost Wing now belongs to Tribe Gaming.
Just a little bit late there, Hundor. That Ion Cannon not going to connect. 3,000-ish gold between the teams. We got the Ghost Wing buff. We're going right back to pushing out this lane. You can see Baptiste has actually wandered over into the top there area from SLY, trying to get some counter, but Hammy will rebuff. And this actually could be really good for some jungle farming time. We're really keeping SLY on the back foot. They're hard-pressed to make plays when they know that there's a Ghost Wing buff that will stick around for the next few moments.
You know, this is not exactly the kind of gameplay that we see coming out of Team Ace, but it's pretty similar, actually. Like, Tribe is just taking their time. They're rotating through the enemy jungle, taking away and denying CS from Team SLY in those jungle camps, and it's just starving them out. You know, they're 3,000 gold behind right now. They're losing these team fights. We like to fight. EU and NA love to do the team fights. That's for sure, Forecourt.
I mean, we're bloodthirsty people. That's really what it comes down to. There might be some great macro play coming out of East Asia, but you know, it's hard to put up resistance when you're dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Fearsome Shade comes out, fears away several members of Tribe. They take that turret down to about half health right there. Oh, there's that big red button hitting some members of Team SLY once again. Keanu Nakoa takes a bit of damage there. Tyrus is forced to recall back and get himself healed up.
Do they know that, though? That's the question.
Yeah, well, they can probably see. There's so many of them available. Chuck takes about half damage right there. Oblivion comes out, goes wide. Good block from Gabe Bizzle, but the hook forced a cord, pulls them back. Hundor gets Seraphic Flare to death. Jewel takes out the Finn. Keanu Nakoa is dead. Hammy doing the work right there. Excellent stun onto the Baptiste, and it looks like... yeah, we're going to have the teams retire for now, but a 2-for-0 trade for Tribe.
The attack of the pack actually got a lot of work done in that team fight, and Hundor melting. The Seraphic Flare kind of cashed in on him. And when you do remove Hundor from these team fights, Team SLY really does seem to shy away from a lot of these fights. And Hundor looking for third item, but he's 1 and 2. This is a far cry to the runaway success that we saw with the Tyra's Hundor combo yesterday in games.
Yeah, it's very different. Like I feel like Tyriz isn't rotating with Hundor the same way as he was yesterday, and playing against Tribe Gaming is a different monster than playing up against Impunity, you know, or even playing against any of the other Asian teams. Keonakoa gets jumped on a little bit by T-Tigers there. T-Tigers gave Bizzle and Chuck, focusing down this CP Treant over there in Team SLY's jungle. Chuck gets the empowerment from that. We are 18 minutes in. Ghostwing is about to respawn again. She lands there on the rise, and Black Claw, vision on her for sure from Tribe, and a little bit of vision off to the side for Team SLY.
It looks like Hundor is finally going to start putting together a reflex block at this point. Techno JJ has his defensive there in place, and Keanu does, of course, have the Crucible. They're looking for Super Scouts actually on both sides. Gabe Vizzle is starting to put together his, but double Crucible, as T-Tigers has an Aegis and a Crucible. Like, there's a lot of status effects to block, especially when you have that Finn on one side. The Adagio combo, the Jewel combo, right? There's a lot of stuns available. Yates, right? You really do need to keep your finger on as many reflex blocks as you can, and both sides are really kind of coming to the table with that.
Yeah, they sure are, and it looks like Tribe is focusing down Black Claw at the moment. They have the vision in the Dragon Pit. Now SLY has vision. They know this is happening. Will they be able to do anything about it? The Dragon's Fire is coming over the wall. But now
Reza.
we're starting to see them focus down.
Oh!
Reza, Nether Form detonators in, and Keanu Nakoa steals the Black Claw. That is a victory right there for Team SLY. But will they pay for it? They do not pay for it. They take it as a bonus. It's a 3-for-0 trade for Team SLY right now, and they are pushing down mid lane with the Black Claw.
Reza coming in one side, Hundor on the other. Really hard to kind of knock these guys down. Kananako actually picking up the kill with the polite company. That was actually really just kind of fantastic right there. Now SLY is really on the warpath here, Sean. I'm not sure that they're actually going to posture for a win here, but that Black Claw is still very healthy, and they're just going to let it push.
That is so smart. Getting that huge victory right there. A lot of kills.
Where are you going, Hunter? Where are you going?
Look at the gold right now. It is, well, it's a lot closer than it was before. And now it looks like Team SLY is going to be focusing on this Ghost Wing.
I'm a little surprised that Hunter actually...
Whoa, watch out. Iron Mandate from Gabe Bizzle to go ahead and stop that Ghost Wing take. And T-Tiger's aggressing on them, using that
fear.
perk. Yeah, that pack mates to be able to get them. But yeah, the Fearsome Shade made them feared away. And it looks like we have the Ion Cannon coming down. Probably not the best timing for that, you know, but Ghost Wing, who's it going to be taken by? It ends up getting taken by Hammy right there. Seraphic Flare, tons of damage across the board, but still, Tribe Gaming members are falling, but no, overall, it was just Gabe Vizzle, and now it's a 4 members of Team SLY dead. They are hunting down Techno JJ with several wolves on his tail. Will he be able to get out of there? He has the bleed on him, but he's able to sustain for so long. Can he kill T-Tigers? No, he cannot. And now 3 members. Hammy on his tail. Hammy has Rocket Leap, but he's not able to catch up to Techno JJ. He's just too fast.
Well, yeah, trying to chase the Samuel is just like trying to chase the sky. It can really hurt, and if you don't get the kill, then you just end up looking the fool. But something that really just kind of boggled my mind, and I do understand why. Like Hundor, as soon as they backed, Hundor went top to deal with the push. I get that, fine. But Tribe had a nice 5v4 situation. The Iron Mandate came down, spooked Team SLY, and they ended up giving up that Ghost Wing. Not only did the buff go over to Tribe Gaming, they then cleaned up everyone except Techno JJ. So I really hope that that farm was worth it there from Hunter. Like, if that weapon power was down at that Ghost Wing, I don't think they would have had any situation where Tribe could contest that Ghost Wing. It just would have went down too quick, but he wasn't there. And his only contribution to the early part of that fight was the Ion Cannon, and then he showed up and got murdered, and it felt bad.
It feels bad, man. That's for sure. And it was actually a lot closer if you look at the net worth, with about maybe 1,000 between the two teams.
Yeah,
now,
it's ballooned.
Tribe has ballooned back up to over 4,000 in the lead. Pretty big difference.
It's astonishing.
Well, the pack mates is that perk has been activated. They were going in on Keanu Nakoa. Did they take away that weapon power treant? I feel no. Hunter was able to get it actually for himself, so that's good. That's a little bit of a win, despite being pushed out of their own jungle there. Team SLY doing what they can, fighting up against this Tribe Gaming monstrous roster that they have in front of them.
There was a lot of defense built into Tribe. Like, we've seen so many carries this weekend just go pure damage.
Yep.
Cooldown reduction, damage, crystal, whatever it is, right? This round, we have, I think, a record number of reflex blocks in a game. This is probably the most reflex blocks we've had on stream this entire weekend if you combine both sides.
Excuse me, Hammy has got, they caught somebody out of position there. It looks like Keanu Nakoa, another dead River Troll. This time he's in the jungle.
It's great for Tribe and a Black Claw timing.
Yep, it's really great timing right there. SLY is posturing around the top part of the map, but Tribe was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and rotate down to mid, take that turret that's completely undefended. Team SLY went back, recalled to base, and now they're coming out.
Smart stuff, right? Tribe to take down another obstacle that could be in the way of the Black Claw. They also are not showing that they're going for the Black Claw, so everybody that could have been in this top jungle area out of vision goes home for the defense, leaves Black Claw wide open. Tribe Gaming making great use of the 4v5.
It was just so easy for them to take the Black Claw. There's no one around, no contest at all. And now we're going to have them pushing into this mid lane, and it's only now that Keanu Nakoa is respawning at base.
4,000 gold difference. We'll have to see if the extra defense will survive the storm, because SLY can get these kills. Hundor is setting 3 items. Didn't go Tornado Trigger. It ended up into a breaking point, but Hammy is really doing retribution as well.
Oh man, big red cannon and Seraphic Flare connecting onto Keanu Nakoa and Hundor right there. But the fountain is used. It's still not enough to keep Hundor in the fight. He's going to have to rotate back. Sneaky taking some damage as well with that Dragon's Breath hitting him. Ion Cannon comes down, doesn't do a ton of damage, and now there he goes. Sneaky taken out, first to fall during this fight. Health bars are blinking right now for Tyrus, Keanu Nakoa, and Hundor. I'm keeping my eye on Hundor right now. That armory is destroyed. More Dragon's Breath comes out from our good friend Black Fox.
Core's almost half.
Yep, that's it. It's almost half. Hundor, almost on a sliver of health, gets onto the healing pad, and Techno JJ is on the wrong side of the battle, trying to take out these members. Iron Mandate to keep himself alive. Gabe Vizzle helps the rest of Tribe destroy that Vein Crystal, and it's an easy win for Tribe Gaming in the first match.
All around, man.
There you go. They're very happy right now.
More fist bumps, yeah. Just fist bump everybody. Hundor Tyrus, right? The dream team combo that we saw absolutely wrecking face yesterday got completely shut down. It ended up being a 5-3 score there for Hundor, but how many times was he not at the team fight? How many times was he out of position? The Ion Cannon, missed timing, sure, everybody can get